Alright folks, let's get ready to rumble! Sorry about that guys, but due to the nature of the season being referred to as the rumbling, I feel like I had to put that line in there. You understand, right? Alright, let's get into it. I gotta say, this season, or this part of the season, was nothing less than a spectacle. This part was packed to the brim with a number of good moments. From watching Falco become a titan, to watching the rumbling start, all of it was amazing. Let's start at the beginning though. Watching all the betrayals and Zeke's mastermind plan almost come to fruition was pretty exciting. But what I really loved was the whole twist around that Eren managed to put upon him so he can get his own plan into action. Eren's shift in character from the main protagonist to the main antagonist by the end of the season was really quite interesting to say the least.
Of your slaughtered comrades, of Kruger, of Dinah.
Of course, Eren wasn't the only character with good characterization. This part had a number of characters who went through radical changes, from Connie trying to save his mother, to realizing he had to face his former friends as well in battle. Gabby come to the realization that Paradis doesn't house any devils, and that everything she was fed as a child was a lie. Annie even came back into the mix, and not only did we get a nice flashback about her, we also saw how she really feels about killing. Personally, the two biggest characterizations I liked in this part were definitely with General Magath and Floch. With the General, with being so pompous about Marley since his introduction, I'm glad he finally acknowledged that it was the hatred that Marley spread that ended up corrupting him and led them to their current situation. When it comes to Floch, I can understand he's not everyone's favorite character, and honestly he's not mine either, but the leadership skills he displayed in this season were the stuff of legends, a stark contrast from the scaredy cat personality he had in the last season. Some like to say that Floch became the second coming of Erwin, but I don't really see it that way. No matter what Erwin did, he was always honest with his soldiers, or scouts, and he never incited fear among them, whereas Floch decided to go with more underhanded tactics. Before moving on, I'd like to give a quick mention to some of the character interactions we had, like the one between Levi and Hanji after they got away from the Icarus, and the final conversation they had before the final battle, where they talk about all those awkward things like the number of corpses they piled up, and even the sad conversation about what happened to poor old Marco. The culmination of all these characters interacting with each other, leading to these big, explosive conversations, really shows Isayama's skills when it comes to crafting the story, and I can't praise him enough for it. Now, let's start shifting some of that praise over to MAPPA, because they absolutely killed it this season. From the choreography, to the animation, to even the CGI, they completely blew it out of the water. I can only hope they didn't work themselves too much for making these great scenes, especially the one where Mikasa was taking down the Jaegerist. Shifting over to praise again, I have to praise the voice cast. Both the Japanese and the English voice cast are doing an amazing job. At the time of this posting, the English dub isn't quite done, but from what I've seen so far, it's still pretty good. I mean honestly, the world of Attack on Titan is a desolate one. Just hearing these screams that are coming out of these characters going into these awful situations, it really makes you feel for them. Seriously, a round of applause for these voice casts. All in all, part 2 of the final season really paved the way for the finale. It really is kinda weird the fact we're getting 3 parts of a final season. Don't know why they didn't just do season 4, season 5, and season 6, but I'm not MAPPA. Regardless, I can't wait to see how the rumbling and how the final battle really takes place next year in 2023. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, try to give a like or leave a comment. If you didn't like what you saw, try to leave me some feedback to see in ways I can improve. Thank you. Have a nice day.